It's Monday Mayhem. Engines loud. Opinions louder. Mud. Motors. And straight up chaos. Live. Right now. This is mud racing now.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, a little bit different tonight. I am on my own. This is dangerous. I'm on my own. Blake had he hit me up about an hour and a half ago, that he has family in town, and he is a little bit out of service while family is in town. But so I'm going to do this on my own tonight. We'll see how it goes. I've got a couple of guests coming on. I don't have any videos from the weekend at Palmetto, but if you watched our racing, it was quite the show. I'll just leave it at that. It was quite the show. We had some issues with the rain. Fortunately, we had some rain. My wife is standing here at the front door, so I'm by my front door, and she's kind of distracted me in a very good way. Anyways, back at it. So Blake is out of service. I'm on my own, and we're gonna bring on some people to talk tonight. And one of them, she raced with us this weekend, and unfortunately, we didn't get it on our video cameras, but we do have video of it happening. So I'm going to cut to the chase, and I'm just gonna show you what we had. So what we got there. Now let me bring her on. Let me bring her on.
You had to show that.
I had to show it. Y'all, this is Bridget Jernigan out of Lumberton, North Carolina, and home of Jernigan Motorsports, right?
Yes, sir.
Jernigan Motorsports. So Bridget, let's that was your first time racing at Palmetto, correct?
Correct.
And how long have you been racing?
Mud racing with these Jeeps. This is my second season. That was my first time on tractor tires.
Second season, but first time on tractor tires. Well,
I don't know what
you know
what?
you jumped in with both feet, didn't you?
I did.
That's awesome. So second season racing. Now, how long have y'all been racing in the mud? Obviously, a long time from what I see in your shop.
Yeah, the Jeeps, both Miss Sarah, Little Davy, they've been racing since what, the 70s, 80s. David Rivenbark and Terry Rivenbark, they were brothers. They own both of them. My husband was born and raised with that crowd. He calls them uncles. He actually purchased Miss Sarah first. No, he's probably sorry, Little Davy first, and then turned around and bought the other one from Uncle Terry. And he's done a lot. Huh?
There's two Jeeps right there. The one up on the lift and Miss Sarah that you drove Saturday. Those have been racing for 50 years.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And I know that David told us that you had to do a little straightening up on some of the bars from when it got flipped over. Yeah. But other than that, Miss Sarah did pretty well. How did Miss Sarah get her name?
Uncle Terry built that Jeep for his mom to race, but she never got a chance to race it, and that was her name.
Yeah,
So of course, when he found out I was going to be racing it after we bought it, it tickled him to death. He said, "A woman is supposed to be in that Jeep."
yeah, yeah, yeah. And let's hear. So Gary Pierce up in Maine. So we have a lot of people that follow us from all over the country. Nick here, Nick Kasparian. He's from Indiana. Gary Pierce. He says, "Hey, he's from Maine." Charlie Sellers. He's part of our dirt road crew. He's from West Virginia. And John Turner. John Turner is another one of our local racers. He's got the silver and blue Chevy S10.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there. Sometimes Saturday nights get a blur to me because there's just so many people there. You know,
Yeah, I didn't expect that. There was a lot of good trucks there.
Trying to keep everybody together. Skeeter Rivenbark.
Rivenbark. That's actually some of the Rivenbarks that these Jeeps come from.
Ah,
That's their
nice,
cousin.
nice. Danny Crane chiming in. Danny Crane, 22 a day. Jeffrey Hare. Let's see here. Jeffrey Hare, where's he at? Jeffrey, he likes to race sometimes. So you saw Tony Hare in Snowball.
Yeah.
The other 1 ton that was there. Normally Jeffrey's the one driving it. So who else we got? Let's see here. Colton Hotchkiss. Yeah, it was. So as you know, we had a little bit of a delay getting things started. We hadn't had rain in months. Then all of a sudden we had that big downpour for about an hour, and it wreaked havoc on our timing system.
Yeah.
And so they broke out the temporary timing system, and little did they know that somebody, whoever put it up, didn't take the batteries out of the controller. And so all those batteries were corroded inside the controller, and needless to say, it didn't work anymore. So they ended up having Shecky, who was working the start line. He's part of the Branchville Mudbog crew, and he ran home and got the timing set from Branchville. And so that's probably a good hour, the hour and a half or 2 hour delay that we had, that it took him to run home, get it, and come back. So I want to give a big shout out to Shecky for jumping in to help out and running and getting it. Dustin Rayner says, "What's up? Need to get on my cousin Robert to get his truck back out there. We need more trucks out there, that's for sure." John Turner says, "We're there, didn't run. It was getting late. I had to leave to get ready for a funeral Sunday." Sorry to hear that, John, but glad you was out there with us. So tell us a little bit more about Miss Sarah, or better yet, there's a truck sitting right behind you.
That's
that you're all are putting together.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that truck.
Well, that one came from Eddie, the healer. Sorry, gotta get that last name in there.
Yeah,
that was the awesome orange Jeep. Yep, and
Yep.
he ran it, and it was the last time he ran. It had the new engine in it and new transmission, and it had a nitrous backfire, so it didn't get to run.
Oh,
So then he's kind of invested into some higher powered vehicles, if you know what I mean, and he let us buy this from him.
Yeah, Eddie Behealer, man, I'll tell you what, he does a lot of good stuff.
He does,
and he watches us from time to time. So it's good to know that we're being watched by those that are doing it in the mud. And I posted a question up earlier today about a set of tires. They are what are they? The farm tires, and they had been cut, and was asked if they could be ran in the V-tread class. And Duke Bohannon Duke Bohannon had chimed in. So that told me right there that when you got one of the biggest names in the industry that's building megas and go fast trucks, that he's seeing our posts and chiming in, we know we're doing something in the industry. So pretty cool. What you doing? Grandkids popping in. Today is my mom's birthday. 85 years old.
Happy birthday.
85 years old. So let me ask you this. Do you have a race day routine?
Well, it depends. If we're planning to go racing or if it's last minute. So pick your poison. Which one you want to talk about?
Well, let's say, you got so prime example, Saturday Palmetto.
All right.
Was it a last minute decision or was it something you had planned to come and do?
No, we had planned on coming to do that one. I told him, I said, we're getting ready to be able to race this one. I've never rode Miss Sarah on tractor tires. I wanted to be able to feel a little bit more power, a little bit more pull, a little bit more speed. So he said, well, just take Miss Sarah, run her in the Mother's Day race. And then, of course, our buddy Michael Morgan, he races the Baby Maker, but he was having some issues with his truck, Sanford Friday night. So he was going to run Miss Sarah in tractor tires there at Palmetto. But, of course, she turned over and we weren't going to crank her back up until we got her home and checked her out. But I mean, be honest with you, I know there's people that have routines. I've heard of, superstitions. Don't eat boiled peanuts on race day or at the racetrack, or don't do this, don't do that. Don't carry a green lighter with you to the racetrack. But I'm be honest with you, I really don't have a routine. I just make sure I got the motorhome loaded up with food and snacks, and I make sure he gets everything loaded up. We go through our little checklist and we're out the door. I mean, I've left work before at 2:00. And went straight to work, come home, loaded up. We weren't even racing that day. But the owner called and said, please come racing. So, I mean, no routine really.
Dustin Rayner says, I remember watching them Jeeps when I was little at Duplin Mud Pit.
Yep.
And at Northeast. So those Jeeps have been around a while.
They really have. They really have. And I'm glad that I get to run them.
Hold on a second.
Him around.
I don't mean to be rude, but I got a house full of people now.
You're fine. I've never raced little Davy. I've drove him around the yard, but I've never raced him. I've always been in Miss Sarah, and she's like I said, she was built for a woman.
Yeah. So let's talk about Miss Sarah. Any secrets you can't give out or don't want to give out? What kind of horsepower has it got?
She's a little 380 small block Charlie Buck engine. And I had so many people asking, you got nitrous on that thing? No, not a bit of nitrous, I promise. She rides good. I mean, people talk about, they look at the suspension on that thing and they're like, man, I know that's stiff. Really, she's not bad. He's horrible. She's not bad.
Yeah.
But as far as any secrets, man, no. I mean, she's an open book. She really is. I mean, she does.
Suspension wise,
Leaf springs.
Leaf springs.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. How about the new truck?
That's leaf springs. He needs a lot of work. We don't know what keeping things old school. Just going with straight up leaf springs. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've watched these guys that do these little hill and hole pits, and I'm really getting interested in the jumping. So we might alter it later, but for right now, I'll stay where I'm at.
So Skeeter says he's got the third one.
He does. He has the Miss Brenda Jeep that he now named it Hurricane. And they're setting the world on fire out there themselves with that Jeep.
Nice. Maybe you get them to come down to Palmetto the next time you come.
They have been actually.
Oh, have they?
Mm-hmm. They were stuck in Sanford.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
I need to find a picture. So Gary Pierce up in Maine says, how do you like the tractor tires compared to other tires?
I'm telling you what, there is no comparison. Them tractor tires, they really open my eyes. I'm used to running 38s and 44s, and I'm like, okay, I expect them to grab. I've rode a side-by-side with tractor tires, and I know how they somewhat grab, but I did not expect the pull that Jeep had with them tractor tires on it at all.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get it now.
It lifted you up. So let's go back here. So you ran, let's see here, if I got the right one. Let's see here. Let's go back here to this one. So this was Friday night?
Mm-hmm. On 44s, yep.
Now, is that Miss Sarah on 44s?
Yeah, that's her second pass. She already got dirty.
That's old school mud bogging.
Oh, yeah. They had 2 hills in it.
I wonder what would have been different had you had the tractor tires on it versus the 44s.
It wouldn't have took half the time, I promise you that.
Here's another view. Here's another view of your run at Palmetto.
Mm-hmm. And a few choice words from Clarissa.
And it ended with, "Oh shit!" Yep.
Yeah.
There's the view at the end. Oh wait,
Somebody fell.
we didn't get it. I don't know if we got them falling in the same video or not.
Yeah, I had to ask them to help me get my leg over the bar because I was loaded down with mud. I couldn't get out.
Let's see here. What else do I have? Yep. Belly up. Belly
She
up.
was tired.
Hey, just taking a little nap in the mud.
Taking a nap.
You know what? It's
Do what now?
It's all good though. You know, you're fine. Truck is fine, and look forward to seeing Miss Sarah back. And when the new one comes in, but I think I'm going to we're gonna say bye to you for now. But
right.
we're gonna talk. David, stick your head in there. David, stick your head in there. We're gonna talk about some sponsorship issues too, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
We want to talk about what Jernigan Motorsports is doing as far as nitrous and electrical, and I think we're going to plan a trip to come up to Lumberton and sit down in your shop. Which I have a feeling, looking at your shop, you do a lot of good work because you work in the mud. But I can see a clean shop around you. That means you're very meticulous in keeping what you do on point, you know?
Yeah.
So we definitely want to come sit down with Jernigan Motorsports, talk to y'all a little more, and hopefully get you on board as a sponsor here at Mud Racing Now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, y'all be good. We appreciate you, and see you down the road.
All right.
Real quick, where are you racing next?
We're probably gonna go to Hubert to jump and run so she can run tractor tires again, and then we're going back down there with y'all, and probably gonna hit fast tracks. We're gonna hit quite a few other tracks here in the next few weeks.
Yep. Nice. Who entered the room? Let's see what we got here. Who we got here? All right. We'll see you later. All right.
All right.
All right. See you, Bridget. Who that is, I'm going to take them out. But I'm going to bring in our next group of people. What's going on, fellas?
How you doing?
Here. Let's see here. We got it right. Hold on. Let's see here.
One of us.
Well, that's a little bit. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Nope. Not doing it that way. Not doing it that way.
Yeah, I need to come in a little closer.
Yep. It's kind of hard. To, y'all look here. Act like you like each other. Let's see if we can get you in more of a. We can see y'all now. So we've got Not Forgotten Racing with us tonight, and I happened to come across y'all just scrolling through Facebook, and me being a veteran, coming to find out that Chris is a veteran as well,
Yes,
and reading up a little bit on what the mission is, and you were asking for names of the fallen, and I happen to have a couple buddies that I know that fell in combat, and so I sent them in, and I know you may already have one on there. I don't know, but the other one got on, and so that made me reach out again to talk to you a little more. And really awesome in what y'all are doing as far as the 2022 a day program and Battle Scarred Outdoors, right?
Yes, sir. We race for Battle Scarred Outdoors out of North Carolina. It's an organization, them and Earnhardt Outdoors, that put disabled, wounded veterans out on fishing trips and adventures, hunting trips, camping trips. Bring them out to races. We bring them out to races. They do a lot for our wounded soldiers, and so we're very proud of that ordeal.
Yep. I've done a lot of work as a veteran myself. I've done a lot of work with some veterans organizations, and I spent 2 years working in Iraq as a mechanic, embedded with the Special Forces guys. So seen some things, done some things, experienced some things, and I kind of deal with my own issues there. But it is what it is, and we go about each day. But definitely appreciate what you're doing. So I pulled up my Chat GPT and got a bunch of good questions. So let's find out about Battle Scarred Outdoors. What all do you do with it? What does that organization do?
We work with Timothy Bates. He's a liaison. He runs part of their chapter. Again, we'll be out May 29th through the 31st. Themselves, they partner with Kerry Earnhardt, Dale Sr.'s oldest son, with Earnhardt Outdoors for a fishing trip. They do annual. So we'll take the trucks out there, put them on display. That's all veteran referred ordeal with that. They bring in boats from all over the East Coast, and they put on a big show, a big tournament, put them up in cabins for the weekend. Other than that, they send veterans out to different events, hunting, fishing, camping, a lot of neat things they do for a veteran. We interact with them as I found out they're 100% nonprofit. I came across Timothy Bates. He's also a representative or owns a part of like Schaefer's Motor Oil, Race Oil. And he liked what we did, just like yourself, approached me. And that's how we connected. And we hit it off, found out about the organization. And now what we do is every race we bring on veterans, their family, kids, the honorary pit crew members to our events, to our races. They help out the pits. We feed them and clothe them with some cool merchandise, and they get to have a great time for the weekend. So it's pretty neat. At the end of the year, what we do is our kids go out at these events and pass out stickers and flags or whatever we have, freebies, and we have hats and shirts, merchandise that we sell. Half the proceeds from the merchandise goes back into a pot. At the end of the year, we present a check to Battle Scarred Outdoors so they can use that money to put veterans back out in the outdoors to accomplish the mission we're trying to achieve. And that's saving one life at a time.
So how would veterans get involved with the organization?
Follow Battle Scarred Outdoors. Go to Battle Scarred Outdoors. They have their own domain. They have their own website, their own Facebook page. They post a lot of different things that we don't have the opportunity to even post. They can follow Not Forgotten Racing. Tim Bates is a PR for us, so he posts a lot. He's an admin on our race page. He helps us tremendously with shout outs and put outs on our page and upcoming events, things we're doing, raffles we're doing, and just information in general. So you can always message us. Tim himself will probably answer, myself. Or you can reach out to Battle Scarred Outdoors directly if they want to take part of just their organization and not really part of the Not Forgotten. So we're our own entity with all the trucks and cars, but we do it for Battle Scarred Outdoors.
Nice. Now I know there's a personal connection being that you're a veteran, right?
Yes, sir. I'm an Iraq Afghan vet, 3 time.
We talked a little bit about that. When did you serve? Where did you serve?
Got out 2014, went in 2006. I went as a reservist component. During this
Yeah,
10
listen here. It don't matter. It don't matter if you went National Guard, Reserve, or full-time active duty. You joined the military and you served your country in far off places, putting your life on the line.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no Reserve, National Guard, or active duty. You were a soldier,
Yes, sir.
right? All right.
Yes, sir. Did tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, Italy. Deployed over to Kuwait. Combat tours were in Iraq. Camp Sabula Harrison and Fob Sykes.
I was in Beijing at Fob Summerall, and then I was down south in Diwania at Fob Echo, 2008 through 2010. Little different role for me at that time. I was a civilian working with the Special Forces. I'll tell you what. One thing I learned as a civilian is that had I known then what I learned now about the Special Forces, I'd have done things differently in the military, because them boys did a lot of fun stuff. You know.
Yeah, we were attachment to some of those guys at some points. We were a quick reaction force team that went in and transitioning team. So we trained the Iraqi police, Iraqi soldiers.
Yeah.
I was a combat support specialist. So yeah, we were there to train and kick in doors and help the 1st Marine Division and Infantry Division. So
yeah. Hold on a second. There we go. I was distracted. I had a little something going on the screen here. Normally there's 2 of us. Blake kind of runs the show, and I guess I'm kind of the mouthpiece. So it's a little different for me to be doing I'm having to do everything about it. And so this is new. I'm learning. It's exciting, but it's scary as shit too. Let's see here. Next question. So let's talk racing. How many trucks you got? What classes you running? I know you got multiple trucks.
Jesse.
So right now we have 2 trucks that we'll be competing. One pro stock unlimited truck that runs hill and hole action, straight line action. And then we have the truck behind us that would be called Not Alone. Now we're running the mega truck class. We'll run in the Premier Racing Series and follow them along.
Nice.
And then building a 1-ton to also do obstacle course racing and compete in the Premier class. And run around the country and get a little more awareness out.
That's cool. So, Chris, the 2 guys sitting next to you.
Yes, sir.
So, names. Who are you? What is your involvement here?
This is Jesse and Joe Bosher. They're drivers, builders. Without them, pretty much there's no team. I followed these guys along about 10 years ago when I first started mud racing. Watched what they did. They had Busted Knuckles, which was a badass truck.
Yeah.
And got linked up with him, talked to Jesse, told him what I was doing. I was getting back in the game, but I wanted to go big or go home. And we went from one truck that we picked up, which is not forgotten, to now we have 3 trucks, a drag car, and a junior dragster.
Let me do something here real quick. Let's see. I think I got it. There we go. So now was this was from this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, was the drive? Did you break the? Was that where you broke the drive shaft, or was the drive shaft still good on that one?
No, that's where the drop that broke.
Right.
That's pretty cool. All right, let's see if I can get. Let's see if I can get back. There we go. There we go. Another thing. Let's see here. We got. This is. Wait a minute. Where is it? Remove that. Let's bring this up. Find it. Is that it? Where is it? There we go. So this is like the whole team, right?
For squad.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Pretty much everybody.
The platoon.
In all the races.
The platoon.
And it takes every one of those people to make a team.
Nice. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, let's get back to it. All right. So, let's see here. So the Not Forgotten truck, with the names, are you having the names put on the truck itself, or is it just a list that you're making that you're remembering them, or?
So each truck will have dog tags. Well, Not Forgotten, we already have a list of dog tags. Out of 16 names, there's 8 of them I personally served with. They're no longer here. This one Not Forgotten. The one-ton super truck will have a different list of names. We've taken on entries. We've posted that on Facebook, social media to try to draw in names from loved ones that want to honor their kinfolk. And that will have a dog tags with a list of names. And the same thing with the mega truck behind us will have dog tags with a different list of names. So we're taking the names that people want to give us to honor their loved ones, and we're going to put them on a truck.
So my partner Blake, he's watching. He says, "My God, that truck was rolling. How fast was that pass?"
That was a 4.4. 4.4.
That's moving.
Not bad.
And that wasn't.
Shaft.
Kirsten Duncan sending the love.
Kirsten.
Let's see here. Jumbo says, shout out to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service. Want to say what's up, Jesse and Joe. Gary Pierce says, Chris, was that at Sanford?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that was what, fastest of the fast?
Legends race. Yes, sir.
Nice. So this being our first year as mud racing now, so my background is for the last 8 years, this is year 9, I've been the MC and announcer at Palmetto Mudway in St. George. And then my partner Blake, he's been the guy running the timer. Well, with Facebook having the option to do live streaming, I've been live streaming all the racing for Palmetto Mudway for the last 6, 7, 8 years. Well, last year we hit 1.5 million views in what we were doing. And I was like, as the year come to an end, I'm like, what can we do to make this bigger and better? And oh, by the way, not just showing videos, we want to promote the tracks, we want to promote the drivers, we want to promote the whole sport. And so I sat down and I put together a racing schedule that was like 22 events, and all of them are in South Carolina. Most of them are the Southeast DOT series. But we're working on getting together for 2027 to cover more of a national race schedule. We want to cover more of the premier mega truck races. We want to go to Run to the Hills in Parsons, West Virginia, which is a big race up there in West Virginia. That's where the fast trucks go and run. Gary Pierce is up in Maine. We want to go to the Barnyard up in Maine. Upstate New York. There's a lot of places we want to go and do for 2027 that's going to take us, not just in South Carolina, but on a national racing schedule, what we want to do to take mud racing now around the country. And so sitting down talking with you guys, because you are racing these bigger races, not just your charitable work, but because you're hitting these races. We want to start talking to the teams and drivers that are traveling the country, like yourself. So that's kind of our background of what we're doing. So not just some fan who chimed in and says, "Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit," you know?
Yeah. So good. Either way, it'd be cool. What's cool?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a silly question. Why do you do what you do? Why do you do it in the mud and not on the asphalt?
So we were born in.
It's something we have a passion for. Yeah, it's what they've always done.
Yeah.
Building trucks. They built multiple trucks. Built trucks for other competitors. So it's pretty neat. They've helped. You know, the guys we race against. They help those guys that we have to race against. But you'll see. We have a pro. We have a Pontiac GTO 1970 GTO Judge that's being refreshed now. That'll be wrapped, not forgotten. Joe's going to jump in that, and that's a pro stock drag car. So,
Oh wow!
Instead of running on 44 cuts, he'll be pulling a parachute.
So I think Premier is coming to, I want to say, the Masters in September. I believe it's September. I think we're going there to cover that one.
Yep.
So I think we're going to get. Yep. So we're going to get to see you there, hopefully.
Enjoy that show.
Have you been to the Masters before?
No, sir.
So Master, it's a lot. I mean, I'd say it's like a Coliseum. It's about 500 feet wide and at least 600, 700 feet long.
Yeah.
I mean, there is room that you could set up two mega truck courses side by side. You could probably put 4 mega truck courses on that field that they have, but it is a thick red sticky clay. Give you an idea what kind of ground it's on. But the fast trucks, they've got about 1,000 feet of shutdown. So if they were to do any heads up racing, it would be you got a lot of room to play. But awesome place. They do a lot of motocross there. But looking forward to September 5th and the Premier Mega Trucks. Where's your next race at?
We'll be going to Clark's race at Saluda,
May 16th.
May 16th.
Saluda, North Carolina.
Virginia, Tappahannock.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah, it's the pit at Virginia Motor Speedway.
Okay. All right. I know where you're talking about now.
So on top of having Premier, they also have the Pro Mods and Super Stock. So you'll see Not Forgotten racing there. You'll see the Mega Truck racing. So it's a pretty neat event.
Nice. Let's see here. Gary Pierce says he's bringing his truck down next year from Maine. Let's see here. Who else? I've kind of lost. See, trying to do this all on myself and having a bunch of people in the background talking, it's kind of hard to focus. But look, it's my mom's 85th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Let's see here. Come on up there, May 16th. May 16th. Where's Briley Kelly? Where's that at? May 16th.
That's at the pit.
That's at the pit. Okay. Where am I at May 16th? I am in Tennessee. I do some stuff in the motorcycle world. And so I'm going to an event that weekend at Loretta Lynn's called Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival. And that's just a fun little weekend getaway for me. So I'll actually be there for the whole week because I help in making sure that one of the campgrounds gets taken care of. So it's kind of neat. But all right, let's see here. What other questions do I have? Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, trucks. So with the 3 trucks, lowest amount of horsepower, biggest amount of horsepower.
Not Forgotten, Not Alone, and Never Forgotten. Which one you want?
Probably the one behind us would be the least amount of horsepower.
What kind of power has it got?
I'm not even really sure. The truck was built down there in Florida by Chris Lieback, and the guy that we just got it from, he didn't really have any of the paperwork on it, so we're shooting it from the hip right now.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yes, sir.
Now, is it got any power adders on it?
Yes, sir. It's got nitrous on it.
Nitrous.
Yes, sir.
What's the next step up from there? Which truck's got the next amount of horsepower?
Probably the one ton that we're building will be next. That's a 632. What Bill engine? Yeah, 632 Andy Bill engine. It made 1150 on the dyno, and then we'll shoot it with another 250.
You know, it's kind of neat to know what the horsepower is, but does that really matter when it comes to being in the mud?
Yes, to an extent. It has to be manageable, though. You don't want to be too radical obstacle course racing as far as hill and hole racing or straight line racing. You have to be able to put the power to the ground as well. Saturday, we was kind of jumping around and stuff like that, so we'll be doing some suspension tuning on it. And when we take off in 2 foot of mud from now on, we will be looking a little harder than what we did. But as far as like dry dirt and stuff, it wouldn't take the bite that it has in it now with that tuned up. It would stand up. The Not Forgotten truck would.
So when we started the season out, we were doing these tech talks, and Gavin McRoy, that him and his dad own Palmetto Mudway. Gavin's a straight line guy, and his truck's fast. He likes horsepower.
Yeah.
And so we asked the question: horsepower or torque? Which is better? Which do you want to have more of? And he said torque's all right. You just need more horsepower.
I mean, they go together pretty together. We used to have a 700 cubic inch motor, and that thing made some nasty torque, and it was hard to beat. So I don't know, that was a naturally credit engine that made 1,400 horsepower. So it's hard to compare. But I don't know. I like horsepower, honestly. I reckon. Yeah.
I can tell you there's something about standing there and you can tell when a truck comes up that you know is that 1,400, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 horsepower, you know, the 20, you know, empty pockets, the empty pockets truck of Dave's. That truck there is just absolutely insane, and it just kind of, I don't know, as a fan of it, it just kind of sucks you in because it's like, ooh, this is going to be good, you know. Yeah. So I got to say I'm a fan of the horsepower myself, but there again, in these big trucks, when you've got the horsepower and you find yourself not having it's not connecting to the ground. What changes can you make to these trucks to get that horsepower to the ground, suspension wise?
You can revalve your shocks, change some link bars around. It's a couple different ways to do it. If you have options of engine placement, you know, moving different objects around on the vehicle. As far, and it also depends on what type of suspension you have, whether it's leaf spring or 4-link, you know. With a 4-link is a lot more adjustable.
Yeah.
Holes.
What's the first thing you're going to make the adjustment on though, when it comes to that suspension?
We're going to go up or drop a link bar hole, bring our geometry closer on our rear 4-link, and that'll put more bite into it. And we're going to also revalve the shocks to stop kicking back so hard. We would take some revision out and add some compression to them.
So when you make that first pass and you realize you're having that issue and you go to make that adjustment, how long does it take you to make an adjustment like that?
Depends on. We don't actually have no shims on hand at the moment, but it won't take but a few days to get our hands on some shims, and the link bar adjustment can be made at the track. But with the
So
right
now,
stuff,
if you have to adjust a shock now with these big shocks you guys are running, are they? I mean, they're adjustable on the spot, aren't they?
yes, sir.
Are you able to adjust them?
Some of them have valve adjust knobs on them where you can speed up the rebound and stuff like that on them, or you can take and compress the spring on it where they're the two springs stacked. You can change your height where the two of them will meet and stuff like that. Little things
So you could change your springs out.
Yep, you can change
To give them a different ride, to give them a different height.
Yes, sir. With those,
What is it? Rebound
in pounds, sir.
Yeah, you could
in
change.
the rebound or the recoil. Is that?
That's part of what you do with your shims, changing and speeding up the rebound on them, on the actual inside the shop.
Nice. Well, I think that's gonna be about it.
All right,
That's gonna be about it.
Appreciate you having us.
One more time. If people want to get involved with the charity, how do they do it?
They want to help out with Battle Scarred Outdoors. They can look up Facebook or go to Battle Scarred Outdoors directly. Or they can find Battle Scarred Outdoors through our race page, Not Forgotten Racing, on Facebook. If they want to buy merch from Not Forgotten Racing, Battle Scarred Outdoors with Timothy Bates has a link put up on our race page that merchandise can be purchased through. You guys always come over and say hi, shake our hands, get some shirts and hats, whatever. We have a lot of free swag. So you can get that from us at the events, races. A lot of our sponsors, we throw out a couple. Kaiser Wheels, Wheels for us. Kaiser Wheels gives us a lot of swag that we give away. It's not sold. All kinds of shirts and flags, mugs. But we like to, thank you to Kaiser Wheels and Davis Off Road, Press for Ink, Razor Wraps, Fredericksburg. They're the ones that keep all of our stuff looking sharp, our shirts, our wraps on our vehicles. Davis Off Road does a lot of hard work for us, finding parts that we need and keeping us in the game. Angry Duck Graphics is doing custom fire suits for all of us. We have several sponsors. Any others I'm missing? A chance? There's so many. You can find the sponsors on our race page, but please go on our race page, check us out, and follow us. We'll be doing raffles and giveaways ourselves. Like I said, we'll be bringing veterans out to every race. We bring a family of veterans out to participate, hang out with us, and we're just, as you saw in the picture earlier, it's one family, one team. So it's our kids are involved. They're the next generation, and we just want to keep this thing going for our military, our soldiers, our first responders. Let them know that there's hope at the end of the tunnel. Race for tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. So
now you guys are the builders of the trucks, right?
Drivers, builders, fabricators. So yeah.
If somebody wanted a truck built, could they come to you?
Yes, sir. Yep.
What's the name of your company?
They just reach us on Facebook. We're pretty popular in the mega truck world with Premier and stuff. Premier is a big family, so everybody communicates and whatnot, helps each other. So, and that's
I got to talk to Mr. Mike.
Yes,
Danny had put on a race there at the Masters, and the folks from Premier had come up and they helped him out. And Mr. Mike was down on the field running the course, and so we had a little bit of a downtime. So I actually walked over and talked to him. And I think we had about a 15 to 30 minute interview just there on the field. And I'll tell you what those folks are doing at Premier is quite awesome. I think they're racing in five states right now.
Yep.
And just absolutely insane that they bring 50 to 60 trucks at every single race
Yes, sir.
It's quite awesome, and we're really hoping that we can take mud racing now and bring them to a few of the premier mega truck races and show the world what's happening with premier. So, well, listen, fellas, thank you for taking time. Look here, we got a little more hardware. Let's see here. What else we got? Do I got one more? Let's see. Do I have another one? Nope, don't have another one. I thought I had another one. Well, I got the one that had the whole crew. Where'd it go? Remember that? There's the whole crew again. But listen, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Whoop, where'd you go? There we go. See, I'm trying to do this all on my own again. We appreciate you taking time to talk with us, and hopefully we can catch up with you again. Maybe we'll come up to Virginia and hang out at your shop. Maybe do a little on-site interview and find out a lot more about what makes y'all tick as far as building trucks and whatnot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
All righty. I'll tell you what, I appreciate those fellas taking time to sit down and talk with us. Doing this all on my own, I'll tell you what, this is different. This is definitely different. And kind of miss having Blake here. Blake. But listen, make sure you share what we're doing. Everything you do to help us out. If you want to join the Dirt Road crew, you can send us $100, and we'll get you a T-shirt and a sticker. And we do appreciate it. Every dollar helps us paying our film crew when we go out to the races to cover. Mr. Sergio and Mr. Frank, and sometimes we need to hire a merch girl like we did this past Saturday. So we do have merch. We have our Mud Racing Now T-shirts. We have Redneck Famous. The announcer knows my name, and we have Mud Light shirts. We have some stickers, some koozies. We even have hats. These are some pretty nice hats. But hit us up, drop us a message. We can take Venmo, Cash App, and get things going. But before I get off of here, anybody else got anything else for me? We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, and I want to give a big shout out to all our great sponsors. John's Truck Service, Drive Shafts Done Right, 843-761-3444. If you call them and need a drive shaft done, look, you can mail it to him. He'll get it done and ship it right back to you. But if you need to get drive shaft work done, call John's Truck Service. He's going to give you 15% off if you're watching. Yes, David, I'll give you a call. When I get off of here. 2Gen Solutions, our official internet provider, making sure that we have a Starlink that we can set up and push out to all our great viewers. Tree trimming, removal, lot clearing, driveways, well and septic repairs, septic installs, and well repairs. 2Gen Solutions, Mr. Cassidy Lane. He is half of the team of the Cheese Puff, and we love to support them. And but 843-908-2905 or 2Gen Solutions for all that. Superior Paint and Body. They are a commercial and fleet services body shop. But look here, you need a racing truck painted. Give them a call. They'll take care of you. 843-693-3758. Ace Truckers, they are our instant replay sponsor. 843-790-9308. They are a heavy hauling company, and glad to have them on board with us. Ace Truckers. So if you need to haul one of these big trucks down the road, give Ace Truckers a call. They'll hook you up. Cooper Chiropractic. Need to adjust your suspension? Get your personal suspension adjusted at Cooper Chiropractic. They're on Rivers Avenue, 843-723-6475. Or walk in the door, tell them Smiley sent you. They'll take care of you. Wide Open Performance and Automotive. They are our official tire provider. And 843-49. I can't read the phone number. But Wide Open Performance, they're out there on Main Street going towards Monk's Corner. 49. Gosh, I want to say 4. I'm not even going to try to lie. I can't read the number. McCarn Heating and Air, 843-297-6334. I need to do better at remembering these phone numbers. Need your heating and air conditioning checked, serviced, or installed, replaced? Give McCarn Heating and Air a call. They'll take care of you. Palmetto Mudway, our official home track of Mud Racing Now. All about mud, Miss Tina Wenningham. We definitely appreciate everything she does. We use a lot of her photos in what we do, and she's been doing it a long time, and we do appreciate it. Look here. We got Seymour Cannabis Hemp. Seymour Cannabis Hemp. I would like to learn a lot more about you. Look here, I am a firm believer that we need to legalize marijuana in the state of South Carolina, at least medicinally. I believe there is a lot of advantages to the medicinal aspects of marijuana, and I'm not going to go down that route, but you know where I stand. We definitely appreciate everybody watching, all our great sponsors, all our great fans. I think I'm going to get off of here now. Till next time, Blake will be back. We're off this weekend. We have the air show. Our next race is May 9th at Branchville Mud Bog. The Southeast DOT racing again at Branchville Mud Bog. So make sure you come on out. Gates open at 10 o'clock in the morning. Racing starts at noon. They do heads up racing first, and then they'll jump into the mud later on in the afternoon after they complete the heads up. But Southeast DOT taking it back to Branchville Mud Bog. Come on out and see us in Branchville, South Carolina, May 9th. Gates open at 10. See you there.